get into this Trump cabinet. Y'all niggas is stupid what y'all voted for. Trump is doing exactly what y'all niggas voted for. I hope y'all are ready for this. I just feel like we need to go over a little bit of his cabinet. People who've been announced so far. None of these people I think have been sworn in just yet. No. But it just gets very disgusting. So let's just start with the whole Elon and Vivek. So they're the government efficiency. That's what they're going to be the secretaries of. We've talked about that appointment on this show already and how crazy it is that Elon Musk is around anything that has to do with efficiency. Mm-hmm. But no, because he's not efficient whatsoever. I think we just need to talk about Vivek as well, because Vivek has had some of the craziest statements that have come out about this. So this man, first off, just said we could easily cut off 75% of the workforce by using social security numbers. So if he says something stupid to the effect of, if your social security number starts with the odd number, you're fired. If it ends with an odd number, you're fired. And then if it ends in an odd number, you're fired. If it begins in an even number, you can stay. Like, he basically was making all of these just crazy rules based off your social security number just to cut off people. Then they even stated as well that they're going to try to force federal employees to come into office 5 days a week to try to basically force people to, quit, and so they can cut things. What y'all don't understand is the people who are going to be the most comfortable quitting are the most qualified, because they know they can go to other places. Yeah. The most qualified people are the ones who are going to want to be like, okay, if you're going to do this to me, I'll go to the private sector and still be able to work from home. And then the people who are going to stay are going to be the people who are not that good. Are more desperate. Like, the fact that they go into this mind frame of not respecting the federal workers as still workers already shows that they're going in with bad faith. So that's why I just think these two niggas are complete dumbasses for this position. Then we can get into Linda fucking McMahon. If you are familiar with that name, you should know why this is a problem. This is the wife of Vince McMahon. Isn't there a bunch of allegations? Wasn't there just a Netflix documentary about him? Yes, this nigga was trafficking women. Allegedly. Allegedly. But no, they have cases of them allegedly. Then I was reading something off to you the other day about they had some boys that got assaulted by the ring announcers. Mm-hmm. So the ring announcers were assaulting young boys. They knew what was going on. They said that she had may have been aware of it as well. And they still let the boys go back out there around them. They still kept the ring announcer, told them to relax, chill off the boys. So no, we're not talking about people who have good intentions for children. She has no history in education. She does, I think she can teach like Spanish or some little language. She's certified for 30 years ago or 40 years ago. No, actually 50 years ago, which is like 70 years old. That doesn't count anymore. Nothing that she's done. All she's ever done was start shell companies essentially for the Republican Party the last few years. She got choke slammed by Kane on WWE. Her husband is the nastiest man in the world. What are y'all thinking here? And then it was crazy too, right? When I was doing some research on her and I was just using the Wikipedia to get started. Before her announcement became like official that they were going to put her name in, it said that her and Vince had been married since 1966. That's all it said. I came back the next day and I showed you this. Yeah. They changed it to separate 2024, and the article was from the day I was looking at it. Yeah, they separated the day that he looked it up. Like, literally, they added that day and then had an article from that day to validate they've been separated. This woman it's insane. And then it doesn't even stop there. It doesn't stop there. We got, who else? Do you want to add one, or do you want to keep going? No, you did all the research for everything. I have the list, but I don't know who you want to talk about. Okay, let's just talk about who they got for Secretary of Defense now. Pete Hegseth. This nigga, granted, he is a decorated Army veteran. This nigga was on Fox News. Oh yeah, he was a Fox News anchor for like a few years. For a little bit of time. How high ranking in the military was he? He wasn't that high. It wasn't like he was decorated. That doesn't make any sense. You need to have people who are qualified for the job doing the job. None of these people are qualified. They're just Trump's do-boys. He got all of his cronies to come in here, and I'm gonna get into it just after. He said, "Me and my niggas." We're gonna get into that in just a moment. I want to break down who these niggas are before we. He said, "If I ruled the world," like literally. So let me tell y'all a little bit about good old Pete. Okay. So this is in the Washington Post. It's become increasingly evident that Hegseth's personal baggage could be a problem. It's not just that he, not just his having paid a woman who accused him of 2017 sexual assault and have her sign a non-disclosure agreement. It's also the aspect of a messy personal life that that must have Republicans and the Trump team wondering what's the next shoe to drop. So again, disgusting allegations on these men.
Even the Republicans have been like, this appointment is not happening. Point blank, period.
Yeah, a lot of these people don't want to go.
A lot of Trump's cabinet appointments are not being received well by either party because of their lack of
qualifications
and just the amount of controversy around them. Trump has been saying that he is going to basically do recess appointments when Congress is in recess or the Senate is in recess. He's just gonna fucking push these people into their positions. Mm-hmm. And then they're doing this thing where like one person is gonna come and just gavel in, gavel out, so that it's still technically in process and they're not in recess, so that Trump can't do this. But everything is insane. The fact that Trump can, it needs to be, there need to be more guidelines in place. You can't just push people in during a recess because they wouldn't be voted in. Like, it has to be because of a specific reason. It has to be an emergency. It has to be because this appointment needs to be made immediately.
And then we can get into his attorney general selection, Matt Gaetz. Again, disgusting allegations to the point where they're trying now to snuff people from even talking about it because it was like a stalemate on releasing the documents in regards to what he was accused of. So the lawyers of the women have said he's paid women for sex, and he also slept with a 17-year-old crossing state lines. Sex trafficking all around. So again, these men are disgusting individuals. Crazy allegations, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to see how far they're going to let him go. He's even putting people who have talked down about him. J.D. Vance said he was Hitler. You know what I'm saying? We got Tulsi Gabbard right here. Let me see. I got a clip from her right here.
He's essentially pimping out our men and women in uniform to a foreign power who's the highest bidder and saying very blatantly and very directly, well, hey, look, they're paying us for them. He is unfit to be our commander-in-chief, and what he is doing is dishonoring the service and the sacrifice that every single one of these service members is doing for our country, and the service and sacrifice that their loved ones and their family members.
So she's talking about Trump right there in 2019. Mind you, she's now the Secretary of National Intelligence. She also has, let me show you right here from this article with the Washington Post. She also has ties with foreign leaders that we aren't cool with. One being Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, I heard about that.
One that we
close ties with Russia.
Yeah, very close ties with Russia. Very close ties with the Syrian president, where she had met with him in 2017. So again, this woman, that would sound like it may be a good thing, but clearly right here, where she's switching her whole take on somebody. With only, what, a few years? That was 2019, so what, 4 or 5 years?
Shaky moral character. We don't want that.
We wonder what you'll switch on now.
Yeah.
So again, these people, even Dr. Oz, yo. This nigga put Dr. Oz ahead of Medicaid.
That is actually comical. He was like, who's the doctor that I know? He couldn't put his doctor on there. So he was like, I'm gonna do the Oprah nigga.
Well, that's Dr. Phil.
No,
Oprah nigga.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Oz.
I thought Dr. Oz was from Oprah's.
No. Well, he might be.
World too.
I think so. I think he might be adjacent to.
I think he used to be on Oprah before he.
Dr. Phil mad that he didn't get no position. Dr. Phil upset.
Is he? Did he come out and say something?
Mm-hmm. He was saying that he was upset about that because the only reason he joined was, I read an article somewhere that was saying the reason why he joined Trump was because the Democrats didn't reach out to him. So he only joined with them because he didn't get no
you
love
should
on
join whoever you join because they align with your political views, not anything else. But we know these motherfuckers.
And then RFK. So let's just say
that's
this
what
nigga,
I wanted to talk about next.
This nigga right here, they didn't got him the Secretary of Health and Human Services or whatever. This nigga talk about all this shit about processed foods. First fucking picture with him and Elon and Trump. Nigga got a plate full of McDonald's.
Obviously, he also doesn't stand on anything because he ran on this extremely like liberal platform, and now he's on Trump's team.
Yeah, talking about you want to change the high fructose the sugar, and you want them to use a different seed oil and shit. Nigga, they not using it now, so why are you eating the food? And then little Donnie Jr. will make America healthy tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure it's always going to be tomorrow when y'all niggas going to do this. What y'all got to understand is this. This is what Trump is doing. He's trying to get as much power and pull that he can, help his cronies and oligarchs be able to rip our country to pieces. Not just our country, but the planet's resources. Because this is where we're at. This is what late stage capitalism looks like. I don't think people understand that, but this is what it looks like. An oligarch that has used his power and persona to get into power and then help his unqualified cronies get around and destroy every resource they can. These motherfuckers keep telling you, oh, we want to give Americans choice. You stupid idiots. When they say they want to give you choice, that means they want to destroy safety nets and make you pay for them. Are you that dumb? Like, I cannot understand why y'all people fall for these types. He hasn't put a fucking single black person in his cabinet, but you niggas was ready for, Trump love him some niggas. Where the niggas at?
Where they at?
Where the niggas at? No niggas in nothing.
Don't see one nigga.
Not their nigga. Vivek is bleaching his face, so he don't even look Indian anymore. So I'm just trying to understand here. When you stupid pricks who voted for him, what did you expect? Because this don't seem like we going in the right direction. And again, I'm not happy Biden did this, but Biden really just laid this nigga an egg and said, hey, get yourself out of this. I just gave these niggas missiles and said, let's go. I'm giving them all the aid before I can leave. See, you get yourself out of this one. It's fucked up, but that's some petty shit to do.
He want to give them niggas missiles too.
I mean, Trump is gonna get the niggas missiles too. Like, I don't know why y'all try to act like
them niggas gonna get missiles regardless.
Niggas,
so I don't know.
Trump gonna spend shit as well. He gonna give shit to niggas as well. He want niggas to blow shit up. He might get the shit to Putin. That's very
we
real
always
possibility.
make a lot of the American economy is extremely stimulated by conflict.
I mean, that's what fucking Eisenhower tried to warn us about years ago. The military-industrial complex. The only president has ever said it out loud. Where we have a whole bunch of money that's people have seen where, if I put money here, I get it back tenfold because of the resources we get in control of, the leadership that we have control of. So I mean, why wouldn't you do that? Mm-hmm. It's just crazy that I just don't people see that or understand what they're watching right in their face, man. Please go watch Idiocracy. It's a movie that came out in 2006. They did not want you to see. That is one of the movies that the corporations did not want you to see. Go see that movie and then they look at the world now and be like, damn, they tried to tell us. Right, the one time they tried to tell us in 2006, probably the last time you could tell us, and people would listen, and they snuffed the fuck out of that movie. But it's infuriating, man. People really think that he's coming in and giving folks opportunity when all he's going to do is take everything that we have understood the world to be so far in the last decade and since the civil rights movement and all of the shit since FDR. I feel like he's going to go back and destroy all of those social systems. They're not going to cut the military. They're talking about it online because they know you stupid people will believe it, but they're not. That's where all their money comes from. They're not cutting the military. They're not cutting anything important. They're just going to cut Social Security. They're going to cut Medicare. They're going to cut everything in there that helps normal everyday people live a decent life. So thank you for these stupid fucks. You could have picked anybody else. You didn't have to pick Kamala.
It's the fucking Hispanics and the white women. Fuck y'all.